Today's video is all on what I eat in a day for the holidays. So this is kind of a take on Thanksgiving or Christmas, which a lot of times the meals are interchanged, but I wanted to give you guys some great substitutions for healthy vegan options for either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm also authentically sharing some Four Sigmatic products that I have incorporated into the recipes, and I think you guys will like this video. A lot of Four Sigmatic recipes I've come up with in the past are just sharing the drinks, whereas here, they're actually kind of mixed into the food and you don't notice them, so you're just getting the great mushroom benefit, some other added benefits, and it's just kind of seamlessly fitting into your food. So I'll make sure to link those below, and I'll also link everything else below this video. There's a Black Friday sale going on right now, so click my link below to get 20 to 50% off all Four Sigmatic plus an additional 15% off. So the first meal I want to start with is breakfast, and I'm so excited to share this recipe because I actually just came up with it a few weeks ago. I've been dealing with some crazy gut issues. I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram, but I've been trying every single diet to see if certain things help. So I actually tried low FODMAP for a few weeks, which is very difficult, and I don't think that relevant, but I did try it, and I had to kind of get creative with only very specific foods because if you're vegan and low FODMAP, it's just a lot. So anyway, I kind of discovered kombucha squash, which I would have never thought about before as a breakfast. I've never been one to like the sweet potatoes with marshmallows, like that kind of traditional holiday food. But this breakfast, let me just tell you, is so delicious. And what I love about it is that it's grain-free. So if you're paleo, it's vegan, it's really filling. You can also add into it. So the same way, like an oatmeal can be your vehicle to get in protein powder, to get in your superfoods, you can literally do the same thing with this squash. It's actually pretty low in calorie. I like to actually fatten it up a little because I like to get a more substantial breakfast. So I'll add different things to it. So basically, you buy this brand. This is Earthbound Farm. I love it. It's organic frozen kombucha squash. I'm probably saying that wrong. Someone's going to correct me. I actually I was doing grocery deliveries online, and I ordered a kombucha squash, and it came, and it was like a massive pumpkin, which I just do not have time to like bake and chop up. So I was really excited to find this. Literally, all you do is put this on the stove with a little bit of frozen banana. These are my eco-friendly bags that I keep my bananas in. I always just peel and slice bananas and put them in here. So you put them on the stove with a little banana. You can add a little water or any kind of plant-based milk. I like to add plant-based milk. One thing I've been doing a lot of is making my own and not even straining it and just adding it right in, because sometimes the little tiny chunks of like pecan are yummy. But I also recently just discovered this coconut milk by Native Forest. I'm not one for canned food or canned drinks normally, but what is so special about this one is that there's no gar, so gar gum. This is something that you will not find in any other plant-based milk. So the reason I love the brand Malk so much, M-A-L-K, is because they don't have any gums, but sometimes it's out of stock. It only lasts for 8 days once you open it. So this is a great kind of emergency one. They do actually have 2 different kinds, this brand Native Forest, so make sure you get the one that says simple and that says no gar, and they won't have any gums or fillers. So this is actually, I mean, back to that video on gaining weight, if you want to gain some healthy weight, this whole thing would be a lot of fat, a lot of calories, but it's really creamy and yummy, and it goes so well in this recipe. So I pour a little bit of the coconut milk, the kombucha squash, the banana, I mix it up, add some cinnamon, add some nutmeg, add some clove. You could add a little protein powder in there if you wanted to. You could add a little like walnut butter. I actually thought this was kind of fun because I never actually buy vanilla beans. Normally I'll just buy like vanilla extract, and I saw this at the store and I was like, let me just share this. I don't know if you guys know, but you basically take it, if you want to go the whole natural route, and you would like peel this open and scrape it out, and when you scrape it out, that I believe converts to 3 teaspoons of extract, so you could have your own right here, which I thought was really cool. I think it's really cool to see food in its most natural state. It makes it more fun, number one, and don't forget, digestion actually starts at the moment that you are cooking or smelling food. You start releasing digestive enzymes and salivating, and it actually helps. So cooking your food or getting it in its more natural source and really connecting it and making that mind-body connection will really, really help. So this is cool to see. So you would just open it like this. You could even take like a little teaspoon and scrape it out when you've got your own vanilla extract. So that's just something you could add. You could obviously just add vanilla into the recipe, or you could add some vanilla extract. So for this recipe specifically, one thing I think that blends so well is this little mushroom golden latte mix. So this is the turmeric latte mix. First of all, the colors just blend really nicely together. I kind of like that because if it's like a squash recipe and you're adding cacao and then it kind of has an unpleasant color, sometimes that can actually affect how people want to eat it. So I like that the colors go really well with this. The mushroom in this one specifically is shiitake, which is just known for overall well-being. So good for you, like overall health and wellness, feeling good, great for beauty. Turmeric is great. It's an anti-inflammatory, great for your skin. So this could just be a really great beauty dish. You could even think of it as like a beauty breakfast. Whenever you see something with that like bright orange, beautiful color, you know, a lot of times it has a good amount of vitamin A and it's good for anti-aging. So this has honestly become my favorite recipe and I've been having it for breakfast on repeat. You may have seen it on my Instagram stories. It's so good. And in terms of banana, you can always add as much or little as you want. Kind of mashing it in helps. And lastly, sorry, I had to remember, blending it will give it a perfectly smooth consistency. So if you don't want to see chunks of squash, some days I blend it, some days I don't. Depends on if I want to dirty the blender. That's the truth. Okay, let's move on. So the next one I have here is cauliflower rice, but it's a little bit different than cauliflower rice. So cauliflower rice is a great alternative if you want to avoid rice, if you want to avoid grains, but I personally think it tastes gross. I hate the taste of it. I've even tried to do it under like a Persian stew that like has so much flavor where I thought it would mask it. I don't like it. This is cool because it's kind of cauliflower rice but seasoned. So you've got chopped up carrots, chopped up peas, corn. You can add some soy sauce, some vinegar. You can fully season this like you would like a regular vegetable fried rice, but it's cauliflower fried rice. It smells really yummy. It smells very like seasoned and holiday. You wouldn't notice the difference as much. You could do this on your own and make your own recipe. Or I found this one. This is by Organic 365. It's fried rice style cauliflower. This one's great. It's obviously not as healthy as doing it yourself because they do add some modified cornstarch and a little bit of added sugar. Of course, whenever you get anything pre-seasoned, this is why I always say to get it plain. If it's pre-seasoned or pre-made, you're not going to get the highest quality ingredients because, you know, it is a business. So brands just want to make it the least expensive for them and the tastiest for you. So that's where their priority is versus your health. So, but you know, it's the holidays, like you don't have to stress so much about eating, or even just in life, about eating that perfect all the time. So it's your choice. I just wanted to give you the options. This is a great option if you want something quick, or you could totally make this on your own, add in your own veggies, your own seasonings. But I think the point of this is when you give cauliflower rice a little more love and attention versus just throwing the cauliflower on the stove and like, you know, adding like one seasoning, it will taste much better. From someone who doesn't like it plain, I like this a lot better. I actually think this one is a great stuffing or rice alternative because it has that same seasoning as stuffing, so you could try that. The next one is celery root mash, which I made the celery root and they completely ran out at the store of close because it's close to Thanksgiving. So I can't show you, but I will pop one up on the screen. Basically just looks like an enlarged garlic bulb almost. If you don't know what celery root is, I actually didn't for a while, which is why I'm explaining. I'm sure some people will be like, we know what celery root is, but it's different than celery. It looks completely different. It's got more of like a potato-y feel. And you can just boil it. It's super easy on the stomach, much less sugar. It's just a great alternative. You could even do like a little hybrid of a little bit of celery root, a little bit of potato. Just get creative because one thing on the holidays, you don't want to deprive yourself. Like the reason I'm specifically sharing these is because you don't want to be just eating your veggie sticks or like a salad. You have to enjoy the holidays with your loved ones, but there are ways to make it healthier, especially if you eat big meals with your family all the time. This doesn't even have to fully apply to the holidays. So there's a way to make it healthier. And the other key is, which I mention a lot, is adding in healthy food. So it's not about taking away, but it's about adding. And you have to make sure you're always getting those nutrients and nourishing yourself, and sometimes adding in extra veggies and adding in extra fiber will actually make you more full so you don't have to overeat and feel crappy after the holidays. So that's the celery root mash. So next is a little turkey alternative. So I was thinking of how to do this for turkey alternatives. Like there's so many cool like lentil loaves you could make. I wanted to share this one because I wanted to keep it real. Like this one's obviously, you know, kind of a processed fake meat turkey thing, but I used to love these like a couple years ago. And honestly, if I were to go somewhere and like I don't eat turkey, so if I wanted an option, I would probably do this. Like, it is what it is. It's still plant-based. It actually tastes really good. Of all the fake meat brands, Gardein is my favorite for texture and for taste. I don't like eating this all the time. Like, I don't always like have this in my freezer. I actually never eat these, but when it's the holidays and you want to just like have some, you know, turkey with the rest of your family and you don't eat turkey, this would be the brand I would recommend in terms of taste and texture and all of that good stuff. And it's pretty quick and easy to make. All of my non-vegan friends love it too. And last, I wanted to share a dessert option. This dessert's amazing. It's like 3 ingredients, basically just cacao, either walnuts or macadamia nuts, and dates. And instead of cacao, I'm using the Four Sigmatic mushroom cacao mix because it has cacao, but you also get the cordyceps in there, which are great for energy. So these could be some that you make like earlier in the day and just kind of have out on the table for people if you need some energy on Thanksgiving. All around, it's just adding a lot of health benefit to your dessert, which I'm a big fan of. Like, don't deprive, just add some good to it. So I wanted to share this one. I also think it's a great idea to have some recipes that you don't have to bake, you don't have to spend a long time on, because there's already enough going on in the kitchen, especially if you are making a turkey or whatever you're doing. It takes so long. This could just be an easy one to add in. I also don't know if you guys have seen my other video where I shared another really great recipe with this, is to just blend it into a banana and ice cream. So you could take these frozen bananas, this coconut milk, this cacao, blend it, and you've got yourself some chocolate ice cream with some mushrooms, so it's good. Okay, so for this recipe, you're just gonna blend 1 cup of either walnuts or macadamia nuts. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of raw cacao, but in this case, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of the mushroom cacao mix. And then we're gonna add 1 cup of pitted dates, blend, mold, and that's it. One of these is actually like a perfect tablespoon. So I'm not even gonna measure the second one. I'm just gonna dump it in. Normally I'm kind of, I mean, you guys know my videos, I'm not the best cook, so I just kind of throw things in and don't measure. But I have learned with dessert, you really do need to measure because the consistency totally changes, whether it be too dry or too crumbly. So I would definitely measure these and make sure. But if you're using these packets, 1 is 1 tablespoon of cacao, so you can just do that. They've also got some ginger, and do not underestimate the little benefits of herbs and spices and great roots like this. Ginger is so good for digestion, so we need that on Thanksgiving when we're kind of eating any and everything that's passed around. And enjoying it, no guilt, we're just saying, might as well help our stomachs a little bit. Okay, and I'm just gonna show you maybe one of these. I'll take my rings off. We shouldn't cook with rings on, but I'm just gonna wash my hands, 1 second. You guys, I just thought of the funniest thing that I remembered. My mom will love this memory. I remember whenever she would make me food, it would smell like perfume, it would taste like perfume, and I'd be like, Mom, this tastes like your perfume. And she's like, no, what do you mean it doesn't? It's fine. But I was just thinking that I kept rinsing the soap off because it smells so lemony. I'm like, I don't think anyone's gonna want like lemony soap cacao balls. So, okay. Really, that's it. You can just scoop them out as big or little as you want. Dates make it really sticky. That's it. This is the recipe. You could put them in the fridge to harden a little bit. You could roll them in like some shredded coconut, but literally this is good enough on its own. And you can really use any nut too. I like macadamia nuts, but you could try it with anything. Just knowing that, like, you guys saw me do this here, the base of it is so easy. Could be fun to do with kids too. And like I always say, it's the source of where your food is coming from. If you were to count the calories in this, yeah, it has a good amount of calories and fat from either macadamia nuts or walnuts. Dates have a good amount of sugar, but it's quality sugar. It's slow released. It's good, healthy fats. It's, you know, it's not processed fats. It's not omega-6. You're getting omega-3. So always think of the quality of your food and just know that it's never a number game. It's always what you're putting into your body and how you process it. And the difference between one fat and another fat could mean heart disease or lowering your cholesterol. So it's actually really interesting and something I really encourage everyone to think about. And if you're gonna make this, I would really recommend using one of these because it's just kind of a no-brainer. Instead of using cacao, you're getting the extra benefits of the mushrooms and the ginger and all that good stuff. So that's my little mini what to eat in a day holiday, what to eat in a day Thanksgiving, or really just family gathering. Like I said, I will link everything below. This coconut milk is really great. I'll link these Four Sigmatic products. One cool thing about Four Sigmatic is you can go onto their website and you can search by mushroom, you can search by health benefit, you can fully navigate around and see what you want to try if you want to maybe try a different brand. Four Sigmatic's annual Black Friday sale is happening right now through December 4th. The discount code is auto-applied at checkout. This is definitely the time to try if you're a new customer, or time to stock up if you're a loyal Four Sigmatic customer. There are also some that are just mushrooms, so they don't have the added cacao, they don't have the added turmeric or flavor. So if you just want to add in the benefits to a recipe without noticing it, almost like adding in a protein powder where it's like unflavored, you can also have that option. I just think it's a really easy way to get in these great healthy mushrooms that we wouldn't normally add to our diet. So one more thing I wanted to add as like a little drink or just latte throughout the day is this little mushroom chai latte mix. I like the chai latte mix because you don't have to make a latte. Again, it's about like serving a lot of people, making it quick, having it stay healthy. This one has got turkey tail and reishi. This is also going to be really good for your digestion. So I love that everything we're adding in aids in digestion. It's just the little things. So we're still enjoying ourselves, but also helping us feel better, not feel so sluggish. It's got cardamom, it's got cinnamon. It's a very holiday and cozy. You just add it to some hot water and you're done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave any questions in the comments. If you have any great recipes, I would love to see them. I hope you have the best holidays, and I'll see you next time.